What is going on, guys, and welcome back to DriveHub, and welcome back to the C5 Corvette. Now, a few months back when I first bought this 2001 C5 Corvette, I made a video explaining everything that was wrong with the Corvette that I bought. Stuff such as the oil pressure sending unit going bad and the heat and air conditioning controls not working. But there was one thing on that list that I didn't mention because it wasn't actually broken, but for the past couple months as I've driven this car, it's annoyed the shit out of me. And so we start by going for a drive. Now, to show you where this problem occurs, we're going to pull out onto this road and I'm gonna do a little pull, and hopefully you'll be able to hear the problem. Not sure if you could hear that or not, but inside the shifter, something is rattling. Now, unless I keep my hand on the shifter at all times, something inside of it rattles. I'll do another little acceleration so you can hear it. Should probably fix that. Now, a lot of the times when you're driving, yes, especially me, I have my hand on the shifter, but I don't always have it on it, and I don't like having to hold on to it if I don't have to. So now we're gonna go home and we're gonna pull this shifter knob off. I've heard it's an absolute pain in the ass, but I'm gonna show you guys how you take the shifter knob off of a C5 Corvette, and hopefully we'll discover why this thing is rattling. Ah! Now, as I pulled into the driveway, I realized you can also hear the shifter rattling if you rev it. Now listen. You can even see the shifter rattling around a little bit. So right now I'm going to show you how to pull the shifter knob off of a C5 Corvette, and hopefully we'll see something that's wrong so that I can fix it and stop the rattling. Now, the tools you're going to need to take this shift knob off are a flathead screwdriver, and that's it. It looks like you're gonna need a couple different sizes, so I went ahead and grabbed basically every one I had. Now, to start, you're gonna take your smallest flathead screwdriver and pry the shift pattern indicator off of the top. Okay, that was relatively easy, but from all the crap that's in this, you can tell that this is not the first time that this shift knob is going to be coming off. So maybe someone has had an issue with this in the past. All sorts of crap on there. Clean that up. Next in the shifter, we have what is known as the devil's key, because it never ever wants to come out. A bit of an odd design, to say the least. Now, I've seen many alternate ways of getting this out, but it looked like the easiest and the smartest way to do it was to take two flathead screwdrivers, put each side under it, oh, here it comes. Oh, wow. Well, that was stupid simple, and I feel like an idiot for ever calling it the devil's key. But then again, I'm sure this is not the first time that this has come out, because it is a little bit cut up. So if this was the first time this ever came out, I'm sure it would have been much, much more difficult than that. A little bit of crap in there, but not too bad. Now, it doesn't look like there's anything actually wrong with this. Then again, I'm not sure what it's supposed to look like. It is a little cut up towards the bottom, and unless that's changing the fitment of it that much, I don't see why it would be rattling. So now I'm going to go ahead and unthread the shift knob. Don't lose this. I can only imagine how hard it is to get your hands on one of these. So now we're just going to go ahead and twist the shift knob off. Looks fine in there, where the little T key thing goes. Looks alright. It's not deformed or anything. So I guess the only thing to do now is to put this whole thing back together, make sure everything's very, very tight, and hope it doesn't rattle, because if it does, I swear to God, I'm gonna be pissed. So same way the whole thing came apart. Thread the shifter knob back on. Grab the key. I already almost forgot where it was. Oh, you idiot. The shift knob itself and the shifter have to be lined up before you can press that in. I'm just gonna enlist the help of my handy dandy screwdriver. So that's probably not the best way to do it. Then again, I'm not the smartest guy. That actually feels nice and feels already more snug than it did before. I might actually be onto something here. I wasn't very optimistic that pulling the shifter apart and putting it back together was going to fix the problem, but hey! Even sometimes I get lucky. Not that way, you sickos. Put the shift pattern back on top. It's supposed to just... I'm gonna clean up the edges of this because it looks rather gross. It's like got something built up along the edges. Looks good as new. Just kidding. Looks just like as it was when I pulled it off. But now it's time to take the Corvette for a drive and see if this damn thing still rattles. Straight away, this shifter already feels a little bit tighter than it did before. Here we go. Hand off the shifter. It's still rattling. Not as badly as it was before though, I think. Damn it, I thought I had it fixed. Yep, sure enough, I put my hand on it, it stops vibrating. But if I don't have my hand on it, it still rattles. So it appears that my little take it apart and rebuild it fix wasn't actually the fix. Now that I feel the shifter knob, it feels just as loose as it did when I first got in the car to make this video. So that tells me as I drive it, something is loosening up in here. The key must not fit right anymore. Maybe the edges are a little bit hollowed out in the shifter itself. It's not a huge deal. It still sounds a little bit quieter than it did before, but I wanted to make this video anyway to show you how to remove the shift knob on a C5 Corvette. So who knows, maybe down the line I'll just change to a regular, you know, Hurst ball shifter or something like that. But I kind of liked the odd shape of this one. It was different. That's really why I liked it. So I hope this video was at least useful to those who were curious how you remove the shift knob on a C5 Corvette. And to the rest of you, I hope at least it was humorous me making an ass of myself. So be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more content with the C5 Corvette. But I'll see you in the next video. Happy motoring!